Hello and welcome to our half an hour clip crammed in to a full intense day at Eurobike, racing around, looking at our best manufacturers, and we start with our favourites, which is Moustache. And you can see there's some new colourways, the new Active Line Plus, and bringing back the white frame, which is really nice. And then on to the Fridays with the new integrated battery, which is going to really get everyone going, because Moustache are the first company to integrate, because they actually integrated the standard Bosch battery, they are also doing the power tune, not until next season because they're so far ahead of the game. You can see here the new Friday has actually the folding capability for to get it in your hallway and keep it nice and discreet, which is a really cool option. And they are doing a Friday as well with a 500 CX, which is going to be really popular for all the sporty commuters. There was only the option before with the tracking 5.0 with the Bosch CX. These are actually the new Samedy range here, the Samedy 28, and they're going to be coming through in October. And they're available in the performance motor, but also with the CX as well. So they've really covered all bases as a manufacturer. And most important about Moustache, what we find from the feedback of hundreds of customers that come in and test ride the bikes is, and knowing ourselves as experts in the industry, is the geometry on these bikes is just far superior.
And here he is, the main man.
Gregory, the founder of
How you doing?
Fine.
How are you doing? Yeah, very good. Thanks.
Good to see you. Massive dude. Or little dude, should I say?
He's good, man. He's so good.
Only 5'6".
I must say,
but yeah, and then you can see the new step-through frames aren't quite as low, but they should be adequate for most, and they look awesome. And there's some of the Samedy offs, these hardtails. So yeah, they're going to be coming through in the next few months as well. I mean, some of the Moustaches will be coming through. That was actually the kids' bike just there, the 24-inch kid bike, which is limited to 12 miles an hour. Most of these bikes are going to be coming through in kind of October, November, but some will be towards the end of the year. And that's one of the women's hardtails, which is really nice. So slightly lower step. The new Trail 7s. So they're very similar specs to the bikes that have come through this year, but they've just changed the colourways. So yeah, and they've actually stopped doing the limited edition trails, and they've lost the SRAM Eagle, but they have put on the races, which I believe is that one, with the carbon bars and the pure in display. Yes, that's one. No, that's right. That is the Trail 11. Still getting to grips. There's quite a lot of bikes that we saw yesterday. But yeah, we're going to go on and look through the whole Moustache range, which takes 5-7 minutes, and then the same with Riese and Muller, and then the same with some cargo bikes from Urban Arrow. So feel free to fast forward and look out for your chosen brand. And we've also got the Ruffians towards the end of the video, yeah, it's just mainly just like kind of walk around as for people that couldn't make it, just to kind of get an idea of what it's like. This new colourway with the turquoise is a really great colour. Popular for the ladies, yeah, I haven't seen many other bikes in that colourway. It's awesome. So that's the Race 9, I believe, which has got the 160 travel rather than the 140 with the trails. Most of them have gone for the pure in display now. Which for most people there's a little bit less fuss and less to go wrong if you do crash it. But I mean, quite a few people will be upgraded to go for the code. fine for people that aren't fussed about having integration. And that system rides really, really well. And moving on to Riese and Muller now, which is definitely going to be one of our featured brands, and we're going to make a huge effort with to really raise the awareness of what a great company they are and what great products they have this year. And we've been selling a lot of them, especially the Delights, which has been new out this year, but the Charger is the focus for this year, and they do a supercharger,
So
which
let's
is
go and have a look at the
which has 2 integrated 500 watt power tube batteries, so ranges up to 200 miles, and a really great looking bike. And some new cool colourways as well. You can see there with the Gates carbon belt drive and colourway almost to match the inside of the Gates, which looks absolutely awesome. Featuring the new Vinci and amazing plus size hybrid tyres and really good racks, really nice riding positions, and all sorts of fancy gizmos and water whistles there that really so well built, so efficient. I mean, these guys are producing close to 100,000 bikes a year. They really are a serious company, and they only make electric bikes, apart from the Birdie, but that's only 2,000 or 3,000 bikes a year, and it's the lightest folding bike in the world, which is super cool. Which they own and produce.
Allows you to change
just back there with
under
the new
load.
roll-off automatic gearing system as well. And there's going to be a few of them coming through.
This isn't the signature. The signature is the other one.
The Delight isn't actually changing. They're adding a new signature Delight, which is a fancy paint job with a certificate from a kind of real enthusiast. And that's actually the limited edition one there. And then they've got the normal charger. So the normal charger will have a 500 power tube integrated in the bottom part of the frame, but you can add one of the traditional Bosch batteries on, very much like what Haibike are doing this coming season as well. So this is one with that has a 1,000
add-on battery, which has
it's quite nice because if you've ever bought a spare battery before, you can still use it on these new bikes. This is the mixed version, which is obviously the unisex version with the lower step. These have been really popular.
Exciting. These cargo bikes are
actually, especially in urban environments,
really beautiful.
That's the new colourway of the new Load, which has full suspension, and these cargo bikes are just awesome. I actually did some really extensive testing on the cargo bikes, and I found that these Riese and Mullers are just so nimble and so light, and they're just like riding on a bike really. That you've got fantastic load capacity and can fit 2 kids or whatever you need to take. And then they've got their normal kind of bikes that they've been producing just with new colourways and really kind of fit for all occasions. That's back to the supercharger they have, really standard. And the Tinkers, they've been, it's one of the best 20-inch wheel bikes that we've ever ridden here, and they've got fantastic load capacity, really good racks on the back and front. And then here we are with Urban Arrow. Urban Arrow has been a great brand to work with over the past few years, and really robust, really strong bikes. We actually bought a bunch of them, have been rented them out to businesses, and some of them have covered over 10,000 miles in a year, and we've been maintaining them really well, and they've been as robust as can be. And they've got this new prototype there, this is a small version. It's literally a van on wheels, and they've got a bigger version which is twice the size. You could fit a football team probably in one of these. You see Max there, one of our digital team, who's talking to Johem, who is a giant Viking from Urban Arrow, and explaining about this new hard lid that fits on the Shorty, which is there aimed at food delivery companies and stuff. And you can actually say you're a food delivery by day and dropping the kids off in the morning and the evening, and then you can kind of kill 2 birds with one stone with this. So do feel free to fast forward. There is some quite long parts in this filming. I've tried to edit it and get it out as quickly as possible so you can feel what it's like to go to Eurobike if you've not been before. It is a pretty serious show. It's on for 5 days, and we went on the first day, which was the Wednesday. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased to get out of there, to be honest. It's mega intense, but there's a lot of good stuff there to see. And then Balboe, we were really interested to read about this bike.
With the Yamaha motor.
More pleased to have tried it.
Fully, so this is the Yamaha motor with the Nivinci, or?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And this has got the tilt.
Full tilt
so
system.
You can tilt
very
it
much
like the butcher's bike, but you can also lock the tilt.
But you can
you
turn
just
it
hold
on
that,
and off
and then it's completely
whilst you're riding or whilst you're
it's
stationary.
done with both springs, is
We
it?
tried it out here.
You can also lock
You
can also park
those front wheels. So you have to train off tech brake.
And you have 3 choices of basket, front.
No, this is
loading.
only the box for the carving.
Okay.
We also have the option to put an extra bench on it.
Okay, fine.
And
So you can put 4
almost
kids in.
finalized the rain cover. It's
Okay, cool.
cabrio.
Great. And the price of this bike in euros is?
Yeah, it depends on which country because for transport.
Okay,
But I have it. I have all the prices inside as well.
fantastic.
But London is picking up.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. We've been doing Urban Arrow and Butchers and Bike for 3 years now, and this year we've been selling a lot. And we've got, I think, one company just bought 90 Urban Arrows from us.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's good. Tilt, tilt, tilt.
So yeah, I mean, we're just blown away really by the Yamaha crank-driven full tilt capability with being able to fix it.
Okay, let me jump in the front.
Great system.
Okay, go.
All right.
Sorry, boys. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the tilt takes a bit of getting used to, but I mean, how are you feeling about it, Max?
I mean, all tilt takes a bit of getting used to.
Jesus Christ.
It's not quite
As good as tilt as the
smooth
butcher's
as
bike,
the
no?
butcher's. It's a bit more rigid.
But I mean, I'd like to see it after a few minutes of riding it, how you're getting on.
Yeah, it always gets better with time. Then again, you can always lock it.
Yeah, so I wonder if you can lock it while you're driving. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, but if you lock it,
You've locked
at
it.
the angle. There we go, and we're back.
Okay.
Shall we?
For the when you the bike is at its best when you have some speed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
And it's really fun to ride. It's like skiing, but then on wheels.
I love the Butchers and Bike, so I'm actually keen to give this a go. So
Yeah,
Max, do you want to?
We've just sold our demo butchers and bikes. We've got a big fat space, and I'll show you now.
I think we should definitely take one of these. Yeah. So you can go. This is the PW motor, yeah, with the Eco Plus, so 120 mile range.
We also have the 500 watt battery.
Okay, cool. Okay, hold this, Max, and see if I can get on with this. So that's. Let's go straight into tilt. Yeah, we actually make that. Love it. Absolutely love it. Feel really, really confident, in really good control. It's really easy to adjust the put it out of full tilt into stiff while you're driving it. And I've always loved the Yamaha system. It works really well with the new Vinci. It's a great product. Really great product. We'll be getting these in for sure.
Well, we've been stocking Urban Hour now for quite some time. We've had demo bikes that we've been renting out to businesses, and we've been getting some really positive feedback and selling a lot of these bikes. And you know, their innovation is fantastic. They're a great team to work with, and they were really pleased to be their main London dealer actually. And some of the new stuff that's coming out is just awesome.
So is this a roller?
You need to loosen a little bit when you're, you cannot like the Vinci, you cannot.
Yeah, it's nice. It actually feels really nice and sturdy.
Yeah, you can just leave it like this.
Yeah, no parking tickets.
Bro, that's the thing. And even the turning circle is pretty okay actually.
Hello. It's a pretty good size.
For camping.
Yeah, you could do everything in there, couldn't you?
So this is the smallest one.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one is a bit bigger.
Okay, so this is the new Atom, is the correct pronunciation,
Yes,
yeah?
Atom X.
Okay, cool. And it's got the new colour screen, so we'll have a little look at that. So it has a key as well, or is it just
It has a key and it has
a wristband?
a wristband
Yeah.
where you can open.
Okay,
So
cool.
basically, this is a small computer
Yeah.
inside the bike. So this is still a demo, but you can change the settings. The color will change. It's got a small motor, so if you touch this, you'll sense it vibrates.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so the idea is that this will be able to connect to your phone, so you'll be able to receive WhatsApps, emails, everything.
Okay, fine. And it vibrates through the steering
and it
wheel.
will vibrate.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Go into settings, and you can choose display info, brightness, units, for example, miles, wheel size. Basically, you can, language. So basically, you can change. all
And
that
you can
stuff.
obviously turn that off in case you're doing some free riding and you're doing a big jump and then your mum texts you.
Yeah, you can turn that off.
Yeah.
Yes, it's optional. And the battery will just opens this and slides directly
Okay.
out.
It's very much like the power tube from Bosch, but
Well, the power tube from Bosch comes on top
yeah.
or on the bottom. This
Yeah.
comes through
Okay,
the
fine,
frame.
fine.
Okay. So
And
it
these
will-
these start at about 4,000 today,
they start,
4,300.
well, you have the hard tail will be a little bit cheaper. It starts at 4,500 more or less, and they go all the way to 500, 6,000.
And where is the full sus?
This one. There it is.
Wow, it's a really good looking bike.
Yes. We've done a magnetic bottle cage in these bikes.
A magnetic bottle cage.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So basically, you just you turn
Yeah.
and you get out,
Okay,
and then
cool.
you just plug it in.
That's really cool. Yeah, nice.
What's the torque?
This is 90 meters.
So the same as the CX.
It is the mid motor with most torque, because I think Yamaha PWX has 80, 85.
Yeah.
But what they've done, because people would say that Yamaha was more powerful, and the thing is, what they've done is, let's say Yamaha would start stronger and stop before than Brose. Brose would start a bit slower and then go. So now this year, Brose, the new X model, basically what they've done is make the motor be stronger at the beginning and be as strong at the end. So the
Okay.
initial feeling will be better now.
So you think the Brosa this year is really going to gain some respect?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so that they fixed the issue they had with the initial speed,
Yeah.
but they still have the bike feeling.
Because a lot of the specialised bikes were quite problematic when they first started with the Brose.
With the,
Yeah.
They changed software a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I think that this year with this motor, it's going to work pretty well.
Okay, good. It will be good to see. And what else is interesting from BH? We saw the new Yamaha folder, which looks quite cool. Should we have a look at that? So there's only the two folders in the range now, is the Volt and the Yamaha folder.
Oh, he's there with the cup. Ah, okay. Interesting for the UK. I think it's the Yamaha with the city model from Yamaha.
The Yamaha city bikes.
Yes, I think so.
Why do you think they're going to be successful?
Step-through frames sell a lot in the UK.
Yeah.
We've always been very focused on the sport parts, German market, Austria, France. And the UK has a very, very big commuting market and city market. And I think that you will not see many brands that have Yamaha with city models. So I think that this year it can be a very
So what's the torque on the Yamaha city motor? Is it 60 Newton meters?
on the motor.
Yeah, on the Yamaha it's the PW, isn't it? No.
PW.
Yes, the PW motor.
We don't use the PWX.
Yeah.
So the motor it's 250 watts.
Yeah.
And the battery can go from 400 or 500 basically.
And that's a really nice. So that's a completely new design. The
This
folder.
is completely new.
And what's the name of it? That bike? That's the,
This is the
Rebel Volt.
Volt is the name we give to the folder.
Yeah. And the first bikes that we can order will be available now. Fantastic. Okay, cool.
Except the Atomics that we're waiting to receive the process motor. The rest are
Okay, so we'll order some of these today. Let's get one as soon as possible, and we'll test it out and get it. Okay. So should we order that through Rob? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. The only thing from the Atomics, what we're going to do is we're going to require a minimum order of 3 to start.
Okay. Fine.
So once you order 3, we go into our system and we mark you as Atomics clients. Okay. So those clients will be invited to courses. We'll teach you about the product, test rides, whatever. And on the webpage, you will see the clients listed at Atomics. So if you like Atomics and you want to buy one, okay, only these clients are Atomics.
Can we try one today in the test area?
Yes, you can
okay, cool. So we'll go and try one out, and then we'll get back to you on that. But this, I think, will definitely work really well for us.
Yes, I think that this will. And Yamaha is a very, very reliable system.
Yeah, without doubt. Yeah. So that's got a 400 watt battery, yeah?
This one is 400, yes.
Okay, and that's got what's it called? Eco Plus.
Yes.
So it's got 120 mile capability.
Yes.
That's fantastic. But for £1,000 cheaper than a turn, with a better range. It's a good bike. Cool. Yeah, nicer display as well. Yeah. This new KTM is absolutely awesome as well, the Messina Fold. A really nice Bosch folding bike with a belt drive. And then Tern have brought out this new cargo bike, which is just absolutely awesome for every occasion. They've had these new Schwalbe tyres, which are like the Supermotos with the 2.8, so they've had them specifically made for this bike. These are for all types of cargo occasion, as you can see here, carrying a little baby wolf. But if you wanted to pause this and have a look, then you can see all the kind of different bits and bobs that you can have on them, and they're really targeting the commercial sector. This is a cool bike from Lavelle. Didn't get to ride it, unfortunately. They're coming to see us next week. This is one of the new rallies as well, and we had a good look around with rally, but didn't get a chance to take many videos. New Stromer here in a bare metal finish, which is absolutely stunning. We've been working with Stromer for a while now, and we're starting to really understand their products and how they work, and a bit different, but they're great. And Coboc. Coboc's been a really exciting new brand to work with. They've been really popular, especially in London, because they're very understated, and you can
especially the matte black, not so much the Rome with the brushed metal finish, but the more matte black stealthy bikes that you can't really tell they're electric, you know, even if you know what electric bikes are. Yeah, they're priced from 3,000 to 4,000, but they're worth it. You know, they really are a great product.
The really important thing,
and we've been
for you guys to understand
selling them for
our
about a
product
year now. We've had no real problems,
Series 7,
so we feel it will be a brand that we're really going to feature this year quite strongly in our showroom and at our events. And we're really happy with them. Great bunch to work
really
with.
nice.
And we are exclusive now in London. We're the only people that sell them.
And a SRAM 10 speed.
And they have a really great app. And, yeah.
Carbon forks. And room to put balloon tyres? Not really.
We have to see what.
Could you go?
This is 35.
Yeah. And then there's a women's version as well.
So those belong out to the Series
7. Okay, fine. Yeah. And then the Coboc ones can be either the Rome or the Soho.
One Soho, one Brooklyn,
Yeah.
one Berlin.
Okay, so the Brooklyn is the new model, which will be out, and it purely comes in this matte kind of browny bronze effect. It's a really nice colour actually. And these are going to retail at around 4,000, 3.5.
3,999.
399.
3,999, 3,999.
Are they
So
all
very
the same
simple.
price?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool.
Those come for 4,599, which is
Okay.
the same price level as the nowadays
Okay, fine.
commuters. And
So-
the nowadays commuters, we will drop the recommended retail price for those from 1st of January. They will drop to 4,199.
Okay,
400
fine.
US less.
And so what's the difference in this bike and that bike, apart from it looks like a little bit of geometry and the chain
Geometry from Berlin to this one, you mean?
Yeah.
Geometry is the same.
Okay.
Completely the same.
So the difference is the belt drive
Belt
and
drive
the
and chain
paintwork
and the paintwork.
and the artwork. Okay,
And
fine.
some parts like handlebar.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
And then on to Ruffian, the only Bosch cruiser on the market. They've got a new carbon gauge drive out this season, which if you've bought them before you can add on because it doesn't go through the frame. And it's they're a great company to work with, and we've only sold a few of them so far. Had some good feedback, but it's an awesome looking machine. Maybe not an everyday bike, but it's a great brand and good build quality. Happy to be the exclusive retailer. So that brings us to an end. We couldn't really get onto the Haibike stand because it was full of crazy Germans and it was so overwhelming and intense. So we actually went to the factory last month. We did a blog article about that. New Bugatti bike, which is 75,000 euros. The new Maserati bike, which is actually an e-bike. And there is the Charger, which is our favourite bike of the show. Hope you enjoyed it.